Oh, hey, VeggieTales Raymond. What do you want? I was just wondering what you're up to and what you're doing. Oh, me and Will are just getting ready to do a movie review. Oh, what movie? Reviewing a horror movie. You know, Child's Play 2. Child's Play 2? A horror film? That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one.
What was all that about?
Came by asking him what we were doing, and I told him we're reviewing a movie, Child's Play, and he thought it was funny for some reason.
Well, you are reviewing Child's Play 2.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, let's do this review.
What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond. Welcome back to another movie review. Today I'm here with my buddy Will.
Hey, guys.
And today we are reviewing Child's Play 2. Where do I even begin with this movie?
Don't know.
Let's jump in with the pros of the movie first, like the good things. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hate this movie. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, it wasn't like...
Horrible, it wasn't...
It wasn't Panda Fighter.
Yeah, it wasn't the little panda fighter. But I would say it was a bit of a downgrade from the first movie. Because actually, this is my favorite movie out of the first few films, the first three movies. This was actually my favorite one. But looking back at it and rewatching, because we rewatched it maybe about 3 hours ago, probably. We were supposed to do this immediately after my phone had to charge. I had to upload the random apps video, and yeah, all that. But this movie was extremely
off.
It was off at points, and let's get into the good stuff. We'll get into the good stuff, and then we'll move over to the bad stuff. First thing I wanted to point out that was actually good about this movie was the actor that plays Andy.
He had better acting.
His acting really did improve. There was only one part that really made me feel like odd about his acting was the scene where Chucky was trying to lead him away from the orphanage so we could take his like do the ritual, and yeah, that. The way his face looked at one point when he when he told his facial expression when he told him to get into the news truck, the newspaper truck it looked off and looked like out of place in my opinion. But for the most part, he did much more better acting in this one than he did in the first one. Don't get me wrong, I didn't say the kid had bad. I said the kid was a pretty good actor in the last movie, especially for his age.
Yeah.
Like I said in the first review, his acting was a little off at points. But for the most part, when he was scared and stuff, his acting was alright. But in this movie, it was a real upgrade. And supporting cast-wise, the supporting cast, the character Kyle was probably the best supporting cast character. She was alright. And yeah, mom blinked for that for a second, but she was an alright character. I didn't hate her, I didn't love her either, but
the mom, she wasn't really
the wife, or whatever you're looking for her mom, the wife of the other dude that they had Andy living with because they needed their foster family, the foster mom. There we go, the foster mom. The foster mom. She was a little too nice and real. I honestly didn't like her as a character. The dad, on the other hand, the foster dad, on the other hand, he was a bit of a jerk, but I can understand why. Because when he kind of really hated the way Andy acted about Chucky and all that, and I can understand when you're looking at it from a sanity standpoint, that the doll is alive, that you could get really annoyed with a kid trying to put everything off on a doll.
Yeah, but Andy is sane.
Yeah, but from their perspective, he's not. But the dad, overall, for the dad's acting, I think it was really good. I think he's a good actor. I could see him playing in some good roles. I'd love to find out some other movies he's been in and possibly give him a review maybe in the future. Doubt it, but... Now let's talk about the part of the movie that you gotta talk about when reviewing this movie. Chucky.
First off, at the beginning of the movie.
Is just why in the world are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah.
Why in the world are they taking a burnt up good guy doll from like basically a crime scene
and making
a new doll out of it? Yeah, I understand they don't know that it's possessed or whatever, but what kind of company would take a doll and revamp it like a broken, burnt doll and repurpose it? Then they realize real quick after it electrocutes one of the workers and kills him that made no sense either. The whole back of him having electric abilities and like electric shock made no sense to me.
And the effects of it.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Made no sense, but there's also quite a few things that leading up to that were scene where like the guy that's supposed to leave and said, "What do you want me to do with the doll?" And
spoilers.
He asked him what do you want me to do with the doll? And he said, "Shove it up your butt." What the heck? What kind of freaking this guy? That guy was apparently the guy who ran the company. Like, what? Like, you should have been reasonable about it, like, to make sure your company doesn't get a bad name or anything like that for one of your dolls freaking shocking the heck out of someone and killing it, instead of being like, shove it up your butt. Like, really? That's kind of a stupid... That's not how you act from a business standpoint. That can really... your business. Sure, you were saying to, like, some of his workers or whatever, but, okay. I'm not worried about giving out spoilers for this movie because this is a pretty old movie. So yeah.
You go.
So the scene that leads up to with him getting in the car to take Chucky and just do whatever he needs to with it. I'm not gonna get into all. He has to stop at a liquor store, get him something he's not able to get, which is completely not important at all. Could have been that like 2 minutes in the movie could have been cut out and you wouldn't even have missed anything. Well, I guess you needed them to get out of the car for Chucky to be able to call the orphanage and find out Andy's not there. But literally, you could have had a different way for that to go out instead of you didn't have to show him go. You could have cut out the little bit that they showed him in the liquor store and you wouldn't have missed anything. Really, that could have been cut out completely. You just showed him getting out of the car, going in the store, and Chucky getting on the phone and calling the orphanage. That's literally all you had to do. My question is, how did Chucky know what to call the orphanage? That made no sense. How does he? There's so much stuff here that and when he found out the information, he I guess makes the guy take him there and kills. He had no reason to kill him. I get he's a killer, but his main goal is to get out of that body. A lot of killers are just to kill them, but Chucky's main goal is to get out of that. And I understand before he was a doll, he was a criminal. I understand that, but I think looking at this from a realistic standpoint, which is not realistic, this movie is not realistic at all, but from a realistic standpoint, I guarantee he would try better to get out of that body than killing people in the process, because he's making this is all fun for him and all that. It's like fun for him to do what he's doing right now.
Speaking of trying to get out of the body, he has so many
opportunities. I get it. You gotta flesh it out for a film. I understand that. You gotta flesh it out for an entire movie, but
don't make it to where he has an opportunity.
Well, not really that, but like an example for here's an example. There's a scene in the movie where he's there with where Andy sees him moving again for the first time. Not for the first time, but again for the first time in this movie. He's sitting on his bed, got him tied down and everything. And he's doing the little chant, and then Kyle comes in, and We did say spoilers, by the way. Even if you don't, I doubt you care about spoilers that much. This movie's old.
Yeah.
He could have killed Kyle. I guarantee you, he could have found something in that room to kill Kyle. He's had no problem with killing someone taller than him or anything like that. And he could have just continued on with the ritual. But after that, now that I think about it, him trying to kill Kyle would have raised an alarm, and it's complicated. I don't know why I'm trying to reason with this so much.
If he killed Kyle and then he got to Andy's body, it would look like Andy killed Kyle.
No, but like while he's trying to kill Kyle, she'd be screaming and stuff, and that would alert the foster parents.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't even get a chance to do the chant. But still, yeah, it works better the way it happened than us trying to do that. And plus, then Kyle would have been a useless character. Another thing I want to talk about is when Chucky first gets into the house, he destroys this other good guy doll they've got in the house. Which is nothing I want to talk about before I get into what I was talking about a second ago. Why have got this doll in this house when you got a kid who you know has been traumatized by it?
Why?
Okay, I get it. They've probably fostered a lot of kids before. You need to know information about the kid way before you're gonna foster him. So how about when you learn about this, you got rid of the dang doll?
Okay, now back to what you were
I'm
saying.
not done with that.
Oh.
And when Chucky gets in there at first, he gets this like priceless family heirloom thing and breaks it, beating the crap out of this
Its face.
out of the
Good
doll.
guy's doll.
I think his name was Tommy.
Yeah.
The good guy doll Tommy, and freaking bashed its face and then buried it outside.
Why did he have to bury it?
And
why did he have to
he buried it right above a swing. A swing.
Where your feet drag along.
Just be a little bit smarter. Freaking Jason Voorhees is a little bit smarter. He don't even talk. But I digress. Let me get back to what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about before that. What was I talking about before that? I forgot. Something about crap. I'm trying to think. Alright. Back to don't know what I was trying to say. If it comes back to me, I'll talk about it.
Awkward silence.
I'm trying to think. It's really gonna bother me. Oh, never mind. No, I don't remember. Okay, get off the game. We're in the middle of a review. Will, get off the game. Get off the game. Can you believe this? He's playing that game that I did in the random apps video 6.
It's a good game.
Get off the game, dude. We gotta finish the review.
Okay, I'm almost on this level.
It's not a level-based game. Oh, yeah, it is. I didn't know that. Okay, back to the review. Okay, so let's jump a little. I forgot exactly what we're talking about. Let's get into the part where they go to the school. Andy goes to school. Chucky follows him. Oddly. And Chucky, while Andy's out at recess, Chucky goes into the classroom. Somehow got into the classroom unnoticeable in a public school. Well, it could have been a private school, but still. I doubt it was a private school, though.
He got in a cabinet on the...
that part makes sense. That could have happened while they were at recess, like it was. But how he got into school without anybody noticing is completely passes my mind. But he rides bad words that I cannot say on Andy's worksheet, which
makes the teacher really mad.
Can I just say something real quick? The worksheet though was like a color type thing, which these kids seem to be at least in first grade. They should not be doing stuff like that in first grade. But I digress. And then Chucky, Andy has stabbed at school. Chucky gets locked in a closet. The teacher leaves Andy in the room, which is stupid. The kids.
I don't think teachers are allowed to do that.
No, they're not. And Chucky's talking to Andy through the door, saying, "Oh, come on, I won't kill anybody else."
Of course, you have to lie.
And Andy calls up the window. And then the teacher comes back.
Comes in the closet looking for Andy.
What exactly did he even use to kill her? It looked like something she used to pump up a ball. You know what it was?
No, he did that, and then he got.
That's what he used. He used that though, didn't it? When he stabbed. Which is her death scene was so confusing to me. It was so stupid. It dragged out way too long.
Michael's an important character, which it wasn't.
I don't know. It feels like we're crapping all over this movie, don't it? But it's not a bad movie, I can't lie. We actually enjoyed watching it. And I think the best parts are in the third act. In the third act, where you get all the stuff in the factory and all that. We'll get to that in a little bit. And later on, Andy goes down to the basement to try to go kill Chucky himself, because that's what they have him thrown down there. They have him down there.
And then
the foster father comes down there, and Chucky kills him. The foster mom believes Andy did it, and gets sent off back to the orphanage. Then the foster mom dies. Chucky makes Kyle bring her to the orphanage. Chucky kills the orphanage lady. Then we get to pretty much the third act, and we'll get. Basically all that is pretty much all that. And guess how she finds out about Chucky? She kicks up the buried freaking doll. Yeah. From the swing. Really annoying that that's how it worked. But yeah, let's get into a little bit of good stuff. The final act is actually pretty good. I will not lie. I had a lot of fun watching that. But I shouldn't say that with a horror movie. It was intense. If you're watching it for the first time, you're like, oh no, what's going to happen? I can see that, getting really into that, and even getting a little freaked out and stuff with that. Trust me, this one, where I said the first one was actually pretty scary, it kind of drops off with this one. It's not as scary as the first one. The first one's got some scares. This one, there may have been like one or two parts where you actually was creepy, but this wasn't very scary. The only thing that ever scares me with Chucky is the way his face looks sometimes. So, but don't get me wrong. We'll talk about the final act. The final act is really, really good, though. I can't lie. I really can't find many flaws with the final act. What are you doing?
Chucky's face. That's what it looks like whenever he is talking.
But like I'm saying, a lot of the final act was pretty good. I can't lie. I don't think there was anything about the final act I didn't like, except for one thing, which I'll point out later. You get this cool chase scene. Chucky gets his hand torn off, and he pulls like the handle off the knife and stabs it, which is to its credit is actually pretty cool in my opinion.
Looks like it hadn't hurt.
It had hurt like heck. It had to have. And then later you get this mechanic who works in there, gets killed. The thing that puts the eyes on the toys, which
Kills
I
him.
don't think would have killed you if that happened.
Or not that quick. He
I don't-
died too quick.
I don't even think it would have killed them, though, to be honest. Because the way that machine worked, it doesn't be enough pressure to hurt. It could probably make him go blind. That's probably all I would see from that happening.
No, he had enough pressure.
Because it was all like, that was it. I don't know if they could see that, but whatever. Let's get back to that. But then there's this whole thing where Chucky gets pushed back into the doll thing where they get put on. It's in reverse, so it really messes him up. And there is no way he survived that. Because there's no head. Obviously, no freaking head there. His body is destroyed. There's a whole bunch of plastic arms and legs. But he's alive. Somehow, he's freaking alive.
It's Chucky. No, you can't question.
This isn't a Pinkie Pie or Deadpool situation. I can question it. The characters you can't question is Pinkie Pie and Deadpool. You can't question them, but Chucky, I'm gonna question all I freaking want. Because like in the next scene, he's on the little he's going after Andy. He's on that little blue
car
thing, and some of it has wheels now.
on it.
It has wheels on it. It didn't have wheels on it on the thing. I don't believe so because it was on a conveyor belt.
And it was slanted. It just would have rolled out.
And you can't say he got on another one because his body was freaking like melted onto it. Speaking of melted, then like Andy like turns on this like hose thing that has this like hot melted plastic or undried plastic or something, and the thing I can't lie, I actually chuckled at this scene. He looks up and goes and like he turns it on and it's just why you're not supposed to make me laugh at a child's play movie. It's supposed to be scary.
And then he's
not dead again. And then he attacks Kyle, and he looked like a freaking zombie out of The Walking Dead. Not The Walking Dead show, out of The Walking Dead games. In my opinion. He's like, "Nyang, nyang." He even looks like a freaking zombie. "Nyang, nyang."
And then they got this...
No, I can't even say he looks like something out of The Walking Dead, because that would be insulting The Walking Dead. He looks like something out of a very bad zombie movie. Not a very bad zombie movie, but... Because... Do you know that one Goosebumps episode or book, the You Can't Scare Me with the Mud Monster thing? Imagine that mixed with Frankenstein mixed with a normal zombie. That's what that reminds me of. And then
they found
Kyle,
a tube.
this little tube that's full of air, just sticks it in his mouth, and then it looks so cartoony. So cartoony. And his head's blowing up. If you would just pause that screenshot, showed me that image and said, "This is from Child's Play," I'd be like,
"Really?
That's from Child's Play? No, that ain't no way. This is coming from the Muppets or something."
The thing that gets me is, why do they have a random hose that's just blowing up air?
Well, it probably broke during all that confrontation. But
what do you need a thing of blowing air for? To make dolls.
I don't know. But we don't know. We don't know about the process of dolls and stuff, so let's not get into that. One thing I also forgot to mention earlier, Chucky drops the F-bomb a lot. A lot. See, well, because I can't say like Freddy Krueger, he drops the B word all the time. So I really can't say anything. So I guess everyone murderer who talks and has a bit of a funny side to him has to cuss, I guess. I don't know. But overall, this isn't a bad movie. Overall, I don't hate this movie. I never have hated this movie.
What do we rate it? How?
My rating... Okay, the last movie I think I gave it a 3.5, I think. Or was that my Star Wars review? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I gave it a 3.5. This one, I'm just going to give a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 what? 3 out of 5. I think I said Good Guy Dolls in my first
Good
reviews.
Guy Dolls.
I can't use that again. I gotta use something different. 3 out of 5. What's something that was in the movie? 3 out of 5. I almost said like Monopoly.
Deaths.
No, 3 out of 5.
Knives. There's a bunch of knives in this movie.
Destroyed Good Guy Dolls, because there's the destroyed Good Guy doll in this movie, so we'll go with that. How many destroyed Good Guy Dolls do you give this? 3. 3.5? What? Wait, what?
No English.
Okay, just tell me. 3 out of 5? We got about the same rating. So, I guess that's all we can say about this movie. I don't think there's really much else to say. Besides, it wasn't bad. I can't lie. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I would definitely watch it again, even though this is probably like the 30th time I've seen this movie. I hope you guys look forward to me reviewing Child's Play 3 and also Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky, yeah. Those 3 movies, not 3, that's more than 3 movies. Those movies will all get their reviews in the future. And I also want to ask you guys a question. Down in the comments, if there's any horror franchise or just an individual horror movie you want me to review, leave it down in the comment section below. I'll definitely look at it and see what y'all think I should review. Me and Will might review another horror movie before he leaves. Depends on what we can find. I'm probably gonna do Child's Play 3 on my own. But me and Will will probably find another horror movie to review before he leaves, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it would be though. But yeah, and also I already have a horror movie planned for the future. The remake of Nightmare on Elm Street will be getting a review from me. So, and I have a big plan for that review, so check it out when it gets released in the near future. It'll probably be a while from now, but I don't know. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please tap the like button down below. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and a link to my Twitter, Instagram, deviant, Tumblr, Dailymotion, Twitch, Musical.ly, and LiveMe will all be linked down in the description below. And do not forget to hit that notification button so you guys, like all of you guys, will be notified when more videos like this, more reviews of some horror movies maybe. So you can notify when all these new videos come out. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Child's Play 2, a horror movie? That's hilarious! Oh, we're just reviewing a horror film, you know, Child's Play. I closed the book in the last... I said action. What just happened? Oh, he just came in asking what movie he just came in and asked us what movie we were reviewing.
Well, we are reviewing Child's Play 2.
Child's Place.